It is Crystal with Pineapple Papers, and I am up on the Scraps and Ink Crafts design team today with another layout. So today my assignment was to do Once Upon a Stash. So I am using my stash. So I got all kinds of stuff. So I decided to scrapbook this cute picture of my daughter. This just happened to be on her birthday, and she loves snow, and we got a little bit of snow, and so she showed me the snow. I took her picture before school, and I decided to do a layout about it. So this layout, I am using the Snow and Cocoa collection, which is one of my favorite wintry collections. And I still have a ton of it, probably because, let's be honest, I think I've bought it a couple times. Not gonna lie. But I am going to have some restraint, and I am not going to purchase it again. Okay, I have like a ton of it left. So I am going to do a 3 matted border, actually. So the back border is going to be that black and white, which I had done a cut file out of. So there's a piece missing. And then I definitely wanted the house because I thought it was super cute. And because it is white based, I felt like I needed something to separate it. So I'm going to go with this pink tone on tone kind of chevron piece. So I get a little border of that. I'm going to attach it all down. And then off screen, I have used the snowflake border die cut from the shop. And I cut it out in some white glitter cardstock. And it is beautiful. So when you pull it apart, you get those little Mickey heads out of the center of those snowflakes. So you'll be able to use those again. So now I have white glitter Mickey heads as well. So in the Snow and Cocoa collection, there are these jars that are already designed to make into shaker pockets. So what perfect things to make shaker pockets out of. So I am using the pixie dust from the shop called Glass Slipper, and it is white and sparkly. It is beautiful. So I'm going to go ahead and put those in these 2 cute little kind of pre-done containers. Now for the top, I decided to just glue it and then put a little bit of washi tape on the top of it, and I glued that down as well to seal it. So I could have sewed it so that it would have been like the rest of it, but I'm kind of a lazy scrapbooker. So yeah, glue and washi tape seem to be a little easier. So that is what I'm making those cute little shaker pockets with. So I've got my background started. I've got my shaker pockets started. I was looking to see if there was anything in kind of the kit to make it a little easier. So here I was thinking maybe I would just use the twine that came with it to adhere, but instead I decided to tie the twine onto the top of the I guess they're mason jars actually. So kind of to that lid area. And then this is that washi tape. This washi tape has just been sitting on my desk. So this is like old stash. Like this is in my like try to use it up little bins that are on my desk. So I try to reach for them as much as I can. So I'm going to add that to both of them. And of course I do have to add the glue, the washi tape is not strong enough. And it wasn't even strong enough. Like I couldn't really set anything on it. So what I did was I actually took my tweezers and just kind of attached it so that it could kind of hold it a little bit. So I want to give my background a little bit more pizzazz. So I am using the stamp set from the shop called Magical Place, and I am pulling the fireworks, and I feel like they could totally go as snowflakes as well. Like for me, that totally worked. So I'm going to take those and I'm going to scatter those in all of the white space on the back of this layout. So just some black ink and pop it down. I do kind of know where my photo is going to go, so I am kind of avoiding that a little bit. So after that, I'm going to grab the stamp that says "Love This," and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to scatter it in several different places all over the layout. And honestly, if you looked at this pattern paper, you might think that actually the stamping came with the pattern paper, that it wasn't added, which is kind of fun. So it totally looks like it is meant to be. So I'm going to finish it off with, did I do another stamp set? I did. It is the little stars. Which stamp set is that from? I think it is from maybe Dreams Come True? Trying to remember. Anyway, so I guess I added some stars. I didn't think I did. No. Oh, I added the single stars, and that's from the Magical Place as well. I was like, I didn't think I did those little stars. Yeah, no, those are printed on the background of the paper. I did the big stamp stars. See, I could hardly even tell that I had done it because I thought it was part of the paper. So I did that stamp as well. So I got 3 stamps on the background. I cut out the borders 3 times. So I'm going to do it in kind of a triangle around my photo here, and then I'm gonna work on backing my photo. So I have lots of paper with this collection, lots of scraps, so I am just gonna do a bunch of layering with my paper scraps around. So I would probably normally cut down this photo. So I am not a huge fan of like wasted space. So if I don't have kind of a plan for it, I tend to cut it off. So if there's like people in the background, or like in this case, there's like the neighbor's house, I might cut that off. So I do trim down my 4x6 pictures quite a bit sometimes, but not always. It just kind of, it's kind of hit or miss. Like it's not something I always do, but it is definitely something that I do. And I do feel like there is a lot of kind of negative space or white space or whatever you want to call it, because it's not white, so it's so weird to call it that. And so I'm actually going to fix that with a chipboard frame. So then it really just brings your eye into her holding the snow versus looking at, our grass and the neighbor coming down the driveway and their house and the sky. And so it really just hones it in on that particular photo. So in that case, I could have cut it down, but I didn't have to. So it's just kind of one of those things. Like, what do you do? I would love to know. Are you I print it in 4x6, I use it in 4x6. I print it and I cut it down as small as possible, or I'm just curious, what is everybody's thoughts on trimming down their photos? Or do you think ahead enough that I'm going to print this photo in a 4x4 or a 2x3 because that's the size I need for my layout? I don't think ahead. I print a bunch of pictures all at once, and then I mostly just print them in 4x6 unless I have like a bunch of pictures. Some of those I'll print in 2x3. But I would love to know what you do. So as far as embellishing on my die cuts, I added a couple of the padded appliques, all in silver. And then there's a shaker one that's so cute. It has all these little stars in it. And so I layer those up down below. Now, in this particular case, I don't have any trouble mixing my metals because it's all just snow to me. Snow can give off a goldy vibe. It can give off a silvery vibe. So I am okay with this layout for mixing the metals. I don't always do that, but this one I am definitely okay with. So I'm going to add some chipboard pieces. I look through the die cuts that I have left, and I really don't see anything that I'm going to use, but I do add a couple of chipboard pieces. I am also going to add a camera from the stamp set, from the Magical Place stamp set that I had stamped and then fussy cut around. And then I'm also going to add a bow from the Bows and Crowns, and I'm going to add that to one of my shaker jars. And then, like I said, after you use your die, your border die, it pops out the cute little sparkly Mickey. So I'm going to go ahead and add that as well. And I actually do have my journaling on this layout already, which is kind of crazy because I'm not the best journaler, but I am trying. I am definitely trying. So I decided to journal on the very bottom on that pink area, and that totally works for me. I think I'm just looking for a sparkle gem because I feel like every layout can use a sparkle gem because they are so cute. So there is my layout. I hope that you have enjoyed the process. I do have a couple of close-ups for you. Make sure you head over to the shop, and if you want to purchase anything, use my discount code to save 15%, and it's Crystal B as in boy. And that will save you 15% in the shop. So I hope you enjoyed this layout. I absolutely love it, and these products are perfect even not for Disney layouts, especially when you have a kid that loves Disney. So that's going to do it. Remember to wear your crown, and I'll see you next time. Bye.